What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the hybrid mod action. Spawning in the right hand side of the map in the teal color, playing as Loki. He's from the UCA clan. His name is I Kill, You Die. His partners today in the yellow color, playing also as Loki. His name is HerroOP, and in the green color, playing as Zeus, is Domantas. In the red color is the DoD clan. His name is Fox and he's playing Oranos. In the blue color, playing as Loki. He's also from the DoD clan. His name is Shelty, and in the purple color, playing as Thor, it's Brickhead. This is RTSL. This is the semi-finals. Winners of this go on to the finals to face the losers of the other semi-finals. Obviously, that's how brackets work, but I felt like I had to say it. The map is Tundra, and it's currently 1-1. This is some high-level shenanigans. We've had some subs, I believe. It looks like some people have to go. Always these RTSL matches are so difficult to schedule because you've got everyone from different parts of the world trying to play at the same time of night. So oftentimes you'll have your entire clan on to play, and they'll just have to rotate out as people can't play because of one reason or another. So we've had Matrius get rotated out for Domantas, and I think Joe's not playing this round either. So Fox is in, Brickhead and Shelty. DoD still looks terrifying though. You've got the experts in Brickhead and Shelty who took the top spots in the previous Viewably Balanced Press 3.0 tournament. So we'll see if their experience in that patch and in that game can translate into this game. We also have an interesting god matchups here. So we've got the Thor, Loki, Oranos. So we've got super heavy rating gods with Oranos, Loki, and Thor. But also there's no Greek on this team, so there's no access to ceasefire or anything like that. So if you get caught out, you can't get any bailouts. So you got to be super careful with your villagers. Whereas we have the Zeus over here with Domantas, who's going to have access to that Hermes. And he's going to be able to use that to help his teammates out or himself out in any of those huge raids that are going to be coming his way. We do have the Loki here for I Kill, You Die, and also the double Loki with HerroOP. So we'll see if these guys can use that double Loki power, hit the double Fimble Winter power spike, and see if they can make that happen. And if you get the double Fimble Winter, that's 2 minutes. Oh, I don't think that's quite right. Maybe like 1.5 minutes of no economy for your opponents. If you hit that one well with the flaming weapons, and then you get the Fenris Wolf Broods out, so hard to defend against it, especially against a Thor player. Loki's got a better time because his Hersa can run fairly quickly and sort of catch them, but not really. But the map is also super open, so you can't really wall in. So Fenris Wolf Broods, if you get 6 of them, you just run them to your opponent's base, and just your villagers just die like flies. So that's kind of what I'm seeing this game. Or we're going to see I Kill, You Die and HerroOP go through hell and try and abuse that double Nidhogg. Considering there's no bolts coming up, Shelty probably not going to go hell. We're probably going to see the Zeus player hang on to his bolt, but he actually cast it early on something. I have no idea what he cast on, potentially an Ulfsark or something. There's a spy that got cast there. I totally missed it. My bad. Definitely if I'm playing Zeus in this 3v3, I am holding on to it for the Nidhogg, simply because I don't think there's really not much you can use it on in the early game. I think you can use it on a villager. Killing a villager is sometimes okay if you want to be rushing that player. Generally you go like 3 Zeus and you bolt your opponent's villagers. You can't bolt a citizen, but you can bolt villagers. If you get the triple bolt on the villagers, it does so much damage, but not going to happen in this game, it looks like. We are seeing some of those Hersa starting to spawn, so if we jump around, we're seeing, what do we got? I Kill, You Die going through Forseti, Shelty going through Forseti, Fox going through Prometheus. I can't speak. Fox going through Prometheus, Domantas going through Hermes. We've already done that. Brickhead going through Forseti. I like this. Forseti is a great god for Thor, especially against Loki. If Loki's going for a rush, you can really go heavy on Ulfsark and grab the the super early mithril breastplate to really give your Ulfsark a bit of an edge. But it looks like we're just going to be seeing Brickhead play a fake Loki style, which isn't bad either. It's definitely a decent enough way to play against Loki, because then you can actually deal with the myth unit spawn super early, and you have the stronger economy, so you can mix in some extra units like throwing axemen or Ulfsark or raiding cavalry, and you can really afford to do that and get really far out on the economy, go through the heroic age through Skadi, and you can do a lot of damage there. We're seeing a little bit of a raid coming in here. We've got I Kill You Die and HerroOP moving in onto Shelty's food villages, which is a nice little find there. They did have the spy, but Shelty's already got the 3 Herso out. We do have 4 Herso against 3, but if you've got 4 Herso on your team, it's actually better because you can generate the favor fast, so you can get that myth unit spawn a little bit earlier, and we should see Brickhead reacting to this and sending his units over here as soon as possible. Nice little kill on the villagers there, but it looks like Shelty's going to be defending against this one well enough there, but everything else should get out at this point. Back to their base, get the healing spring going, and you should be totally fine. No one should have Hall of Fames just yet, so these guys just unfortunately getting some pathing issues there, and Shelty for some reason is managing to get a couple of free hits on there, which wouldn't normally happen. The healing spring goes down in the front of the base there. Normally you want to put it a little bit closer to your town center, so you can just make sure you're going to be able to hold on to it, but he's put it down nice and early there, so he should send some of those low HP villagers Herso back. And we're seeing a little bit of a fight here. We do have quite a few of these Herso in this location here, and this is just going to be a little bit of a micro fight, whoever can win this one. We are seeing Fox moving in now with his own army, looking for something to do here. He may be able to catch up out I Kill You Die doing something here with that town center, but it looks like you can't grab a town center. This is hybrid mod. Have to go to the throw cage to grab a town center. Never mind. All right, it's just confusing when you see Atlantean. It's like, no, this is not Titans. Okay, we are seeing Domantas running around with his Hippocon, and he should have, again, still no centaur. I'm still so confused. This has been in so many of these games we haven't really seen centaur, and they're super strong. You should just build them. They're good. They're just good. But Domantas not going for them. She's just going for the Hippocon, which I do like. I do like Hippocon against Oranos. Hippocon, and then you mix in a couple of Toxters. I keep on saying it wrong. Everybody gets annoyed at me, so I might try and fix however I say that. Anyways, we are seeing Fox catching Domantas out a little bit there. Shelty's running around. He does have a spy on his army, so he's going to get chased around. And Brickhead looks like he's moving in. Going to be trying to take advantage of this healing spring, but it's still under the control of HerroOP. And HerroOP wants to fight at this point. If he can get a myth unit spawn or 2, or maybe even Iron Yar spawn, that's going to be a really beneficial thing there. There's the Iron Yar. That's going to give a lot of advantage here. We see these Herso jump up to something like 12 attack instead of their standard 9 attack, which is huge, gives them even more favor. And Brickhead's going to have to get out of here. And unfortunately, the pathing not being so friendly for Brickhead there. Brickhead losing a lot of those Herso for free. Generally, what you want to try and do if you're in this situation with like houses built and stuff and wall segments, you just try and grab a couple of your Herso and send them out different ways. That way they don't bump into each other. Nice little raids going on over here by Fox, just running back and forth, really keeping I Kill You Die and Domantas on their toes, chasing him around. It looks like he's going to be trying to run in here. Can use a shockwave onto these units and maybe try and get some villager kills, but it looks like he's just trying to run through, distract as much as possible, and we'll see if we jump through everyone. Oh, maybe not just yet. We are seeing Shelty looking for a little bit of a run around here, but little does he know, he has a spy on one of these Herso. Going to be looking for some villagers, but he should not find anything, and that should be pinged out and then spotted nice and early. We are seeing HerroOP charging into Brickhead's base here with a couple of these Herso, and that's going to make Brickhead have to chase him around, but they're going to be totally fine there. And we're just running around, getting some walls up finally. Walls are super strong in this Nilla patch, especially as Norse, because you can get them up everywhere, and especially against these raids that are coming in. If you get the walls up nice and early, you can really shut down raids or at least make them quite slow. Unfortunately for I Kill You Die, he's going to be losing one of those Ulfsark there. We do see the dwarves want to move over onto this gold mine, but that's not the place you really want to be going. But Shelty is running away at this point, so he does see that, and he's going to be taking a little bit of a gamble there. We are seeing HerroOP finding Brickhead's villages here. That's going to be huge. Picking up a bunch of those villages is going to set Brickhead super far behind. He was grabbing this hunt, and that's going to be completely shut down. We're seeing Ceasefire does get cast here. I'm not 100% sure what that was for. Maybe these villages here were spotted. But it looks like casting that Ceasefire does get a lot of these villages safe. So unfortunately for, what's his name? HerroOP, not able to finish off all of those villages just yet, but does manage to save his own there. So not sure about that one or what was going on there, if there was maybe something else going on. We are seeing Shelty is doing the behind build, which is totally spotted because of the spy. So this is going to be shut down instantly, as we see both of the Loki players from UCA going to move in, take out this location, get a lot of free favor and everything else. We're seeing Brickhead go through Skadi. Shelty's not advanced just yet. Fox is going through Thea. Domantas should be advancing around about now. He should be going through probably Apollo, I think, not Dionysus. Apollo is the god of choice. Apollo is great in team games. You can do a lot of shenanigans with that. I Kill You Die still not advancing just yet. Brickhead, Skadi, as we said, and HerroOP is going through Bragi there. We did try and get a little bit of a wall action here, but did not get it up in time, unfortunately, which means that Shelty can get out, and he's going to be looking for something to find with those Hersa. Just going to be running through the base of HerroOP, looking for some villages here. And Hannah's managed to find these guys. You can garrison them into this sentry tower. They should not, and none of those should die, but unfortunately one does fall, and an Iron Hajar spawn for Shelty there. We do see that Brickhead has hit Skadi now, so he can start grabbing town centers, which he's going for straight away. This is a really good play. Grab both your town centers straight away. Start spamming dwarves because they don't cost any food, and you can keep building those food units. And you can go straight to the Mythic Age through Ragnarok, through what's it called? I can't even remember. Yeah, basically get Ragnarok happening. Balder, get that rag happening, and really do a lot of damage to the Loki players. That's kind of the direct counter to Loki, is some sort of fast mythic shenanigans with Balder. And we are seeing Hippocon running around here, trying to do what they can do. Did get shockwaved, and that's going to be huge. A lot of those do fall, but Domantas has hit the heroic age through Apollo. Should be grabbing his town centers fairly quickly. Generally, Greek can do that very easily when they hit the heroic age. We are seeing a nice raid here with this Iron here, but there are two of these Ox Guards here already. That Iron here is going to fall, and that's nicely defended there. As we see the big fight coming in here, we have so many units here, but it looks like this is just a 2v2, but because there's so many units, there's going to be really difficult to see who wins this one. We do have access to flaming weapons. There is access to frost as well, though, so that could happen. But this fight, I have no idea who is winning this fight at this point. Super difficult to micro it. You kind of just have to take your hand away from the keyboard and just hope. But potentially it looks like this is going in the favor of UCA, as DoD does retreat out there at this point. We are seeing HerroOP trying to shut down Brickhead at this point. He's got a lot of Herso moving in, and this Iron here is doing a lot of work onto that town center, slowing that one down. Gonna move in. We do see I Kill You Die hitting Bragi there, and this town center is not going up at all. HerroOP is in the heroic age, so he can stop this town center and grab it for himself. Brickhead's kind of pretty far behind at this point. HerroOP can move in, start bashing down onto this town center, and then claiming it for himself. We do see that HerroOP is not actually looking to do that. He's going to the Mythic Age through tier. I love this. If we jump over to I Kill You Die, he's also going to be going to the Mythic Age. You can just buy a couple of food here, go to the Mythic Age, and then you get the double tier. I love this. We're seeing Brickhead going to the Mythic Age through Balder super early there. So we'll see if he does choose to use that Balder super early or not. I'm super interested to see if that's how he's going to try and take this game. We are seeing a little bit of raids going on into the base of Shelty, but that's going to get shut down fairly quickly. We do see that the Mountain Giant did get that free spawn there, and that's going to be totally fine there. Fox has built a settlement. Domantas has built a settlement, and it looks like Brickhead's moving back onto this town center, not ready to pull the trigger on Ragnarok. He doesn't have to. He can simply just grab armory upgrades, boom, hit max population in the villages, and still do a really strong timing attack onto the front gold mines where people are going to start moving. We are seeing HerroOP does get that nice find on the back gold mine for Brickhead there. Brickhead's going to have to retreat those units. A couple of Herso are moving in at this point, but as soon as the Mythic Age comes down, it's going to be Thimble winter time, which is going to be really difficult to deal with. Brickhead's going to lose quite a few villages because this town center is pretty much the only place where these villages can garrison. They're all going to fall, not all of them, but a lot of them are going to fall to a nice Fimbulwinter's spot if that's what's going to happen here, if he gets a nice spawn there. We are seeing more and more of these raids happening, and this town center is going to go up. We do see a fire giant has been spawned there. Healing Spring does go down for Shelty. These Hersa are being chased away, and that's going to be totally fine. We are seeing Hippocon for Domantas are coming through, and there we go. Ragnarok gets cast as soon as the flame and the tier comes. Does not want to deal with that one at all. We're seeing Flaming Weapons does get cast here. Going to be picking off a bunch of Shelty's villages over there, which was Spy, which is huge, but it is the gigantic Ragnarok of Brickhead. He's at 198 population, which is going to be really difficult to deal with only Hersa. Need to start getting some of those other units out. We are seeing that the Hersa are moving in here. Going to get sort of tackled as well. We are seeing I Kill You Die went through hell, which I'm not sure about. Could have gone through tier and got the double Fimbulwinter going down, but unfortunately that's not what happens there. We are seeing these Rag Heroes are going to start moving forward. So this all comes down to, can HerroOP defend against this? And or can he do enough damage to everyone else? We're seeing the Nidhogg does get cast down onto this location. Going to be able to kill off a bunch of units here. Nidhogg's super hard to deal with when you are Norse, especially when you've only got access to Oranos units to help you out. He needs to send his Arcus over here and get those Hero Arcus to deal with the Nidhogg. Otherwise, he's going to just reign supreme. What is Red doing? Red's got some units over here just raiding. Maybe want to send those Hero Terma back to the Nidhogg and see what he can do there. We are seeing these Rag Heroes are moving into the base of HerroOP. I'm not sure I love this. DoD Shelty has gone through tier, so he can now cast that tier, which is going to help Brickhead's push in this location and everywhere else, but he's not going to be casting it just yet. Potentially saving it to go for Flaming Weapons and then Fimbulwinter. There's the Flaming Weapons Fimbulwinter he wants to see. Gets that one going. Einherjar spawns straight away, and then he's just going to be chasing this one off. Where the wolves spawn beautifully for Brickhead. So this town center is going down. There's no way that HerroOP can hold on to it. And with that, that's going to be a bunch of villagers falling as well. If we send some of those Rag Heroes over to this back gold mine, that's going to be huge. That's going to really shut HerroOP down. This town center is going down, and everything else should be falling after it super fast. But we are seeing Domantas is going to be sending some units over here to help at this point. All of these Loki Hersa are falling as well. That's huge. But we are seeing these Hersa moving into this back gold mine of Shelty. So HerroOP is still causing havoc, even though he's losing his base. I'd really like to see Brickhead moving some of these guys back to these gold mines, which he is doing. He is sending some of these random heroes of Ragnaroks, trying to find the units, and we are seeing nice little maneuver from these dwarves here. Going to be moving them up to maybe this gold mine over here, where there is no way that that Brickhead's going to be thinking that there's going to be villagers over there. And we are seeing now Brickhead moving in to I Kill You Die's base. Going to be attempting to pick off his town center as well. We do see some of Shelty's units are here as well. But I Kill You Die over in the base of Shelty, trying to pick off what he can. Definitely need to send some units over to this location here. Stop the gold mining locations and do what he can actually do there. We are seeing that Domantas is moving in here with his units, but they're chasing the wrong things. Definitely need to be picking off the units of Brickhead and everyone else at this point. We are seeing Hesperidge Tree does get cast somewhere, but that does not really matter. We are seeing the dwarves of HerroOP are falling, but everything else managed to get up here. It looks, oh, not everything else. Actually looks like they got caught somewhere, which is unfortunate. We are seeing more Hersa running around to the back gold mines looking, and probably going to see there's nothing there. What Shelty could be thinking about doing now is grabbing these back town centers and then really starting to create that boom in a different location. We do see that Brickhead did cast Frost, so that's going to be huge. That's going to be a long amount of time to defend here, and Shelty could potentially grab this town center in that Frost and really slow down this push here and start recovering. But it just looks like Brickhead and Fox are just way too far ahead. Brickhead's actually starting to get those villages rolling again. He can build, or he can't actually build anything unless he sells. Does he have a market? He does have a market, so he can sell some of that wood to start having more of the villager income, but has not started that one just yet. And we are seeing these Rag Heroes are going to be retreating back, and they're going to be totally fine, but definitely to get Brickhead to start that economy going again. He does have 3 town centers, so it shouldn't take too long. But it looks like this town center is looking like it may go up if I Kill You Die can't deal with what Fox is going to be doing here. So DoD needs to get in here, stop this town center coming up. This is going to be too much havoc, and Shelty needs to start thinking about how he's going to be grabbing his own town centers back and doing what he can do there with all of that stuff. Brickhead finally selling some of that, some of those resources there, and he actually needs to continue building these dwarves, get some dwarves over here, get some ox carts going, maybe buy some food or something like that, and really start the economic boom. But Fox is booming himself. He's getting super far ahead, and these Oranos units are going to be huge. Stymphalian birds against Nidhogg. This is the answer right here. These Stymphalian birds are so strong. What's the thing? They have 200% bonus against myth units, and they throw something like 3 projectiles, so 11 projectiles thrown times 3, 33 times 200. I'm not sure if that's exactly what the math is, but that's a lot of damage a shot, and the Nidhogg does get pulled off there. We are seeing Brickhead still trying to cause some havoc over in HerroOP's base. Don't want to let HerroOP get the town center back in order to continue functioning in this game, but HerroOP going for what looks like Fenris Wolf Broods. I love this. He doesn't not need more than 6. So get that 7th one out if you need, and then go. Just start raiding. You need to get that damage done. Really stop Brickhead from mining and getting any of that recovery. We are seeing these heroes of Ragnarok are moving in. They've got some decent upgrades, but they're just going to kill this town center and get out, I reckon. That's going to be totally fine. We do see that I Kill You Die is moving in here with these Herso, but Fox is here already, and this is going to just go down. There's no doubt about that. Still, nice mining operation by HerroOP. He doesn't actually, it looks like he doesn't actually have, oh, he is grabbing this town center, so he does have a couple of infantry units in order to get that one up. That one's going to go up so slowly. This town center is going down. Shelty's here. Everybody on the DoD clan working together so nicely here, taking out that location there. And I feel like Shelty can just grab that town center and then keep spamming villagers everywhere, and he should be totally fine. Seeing this temple looks like this temple does look like it's going down, so that's going to be nice. And so that means that if you can actually find these 2 infantry units, HerroOP actually has to transfer these units into something else. We are seeing the Fox, the Wolf Brutes are moving in and around looking for something to pick off. Unfortunately, he hasn't actually found anything just yet. There is a gold mine here which is sending it to. Fox is through Helios, so he can pull off some really, really strong raids like Vortex here, Vortex onto any sort of resource location or anything like that, or just simply Vortex over and defend against the Fenris Wolfbroods. This is huge though. This is so many villages right now. I'm going to be able to pick off all of these guys. There's nowhere close to garrison, and these Fenris Wolfbroods are so fast. Look at all those villagers die. The dwarves dying so fast, and every one of those is dead. This is the big the amazing thing about Fenris Wolfbroods. They just kill villagers off so quick. It's like two attacks and they're dead, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you wall up and you have fast heroes everywhere, basically. You see a nice shockwave there onto the heavy hypaspis there, but that's not going to be all too worrisome. We do see some of these destroyers need to kind of be attacking buildings instead of units. I do see this quite a bit where people fight with the destroyers. They really don't do that much damage to units, whereas they do a lot of damage to buildings. So that's what's happening there. We are seeing Fenris Wolfbroods picking off some of those citizens as well. Definitely want to pick off all of those guys. That's a lot of villages right there. That's 9 villages worth of citizens at that point. But we are seeing that Fox is doing a Stymphalian bird raids. This is a little bit cute. It's really hard to defend against, but we could just send Hippolyta, or not Hippolyta, Odysseus over there, and that will be totally fine. We're seeing I Kill You Die cast his flaming weapons. He's been holding on to that for quite some time, which is going to force DoD to retreat a little bit, but I feel like they're so far ahead at this point that they maybe don't need to, because these archers can just kill off all of these units so fast, because they're not actually at all attacking. You just kill off everything you possibly can as fast as possible, and you're totally fine. But Fenris Wolfbird still running around. Looks like the heroes of Ragnarok have got a couple of hits on them, but there's still 8. There's 8 of these guys, and they're moving over to this gold mine, and it looks like Shelty has reacted pretty fast, but HerroOP's all over it. There's 3 ox carts here, and all of these villagers unfortunately die. Ox carts die so quickly, especially when you're Loki. Only the 100 hit points, but only picking off a couple of villages there. Could have microed that one a little bit better. We do have the town centers back up for UCA, so I'm smelling a bit of a comeback coming here. We do see HerroOP is doing quite a lot of damage to his opponents, and there's really not a lot of resources in the bank. Fox is doing huge, but Brickhead and Shelty are under a lot of pressure. So if Domantas and I Kill You Die can stabilize a little bit, and these Fenris Wolfbrutes keep doing absolute work, definitely want to try and get onto this gold mine if you possibly can, but maybe he just doesn't know about it. If we jump over to HerroOP's view, he does know there's a gold mine here, he just hasn't looked at it. So it looks like he's checking all the fog, which is unfortunately a waste of time because there's nothing there. He just hasn't checked this location just yet. There are fire giants though, and fire giants do counter the Fenris Wolfbrutes because they have 100% tracking, or whatever that's actually called, and probably not 100% tracking, but they have incredibly high tracking. So it doesn't matter how fast the units are running, fire giants pretty much always hit the units, so Fenris Wolfbrutes can't dodge the projectiles from they can dodge the first projectile, the special ability, but they can't dodge the anything else. And we are seeing HerroOP has spotted this, and now he's going to try and pick off the fire giants, move these Fenris Wolfbrute over here, and do all of this damage. But we do see the vortex onto the back of UCA. HerroOP going to be taking this location out as fast as possible. This gold mine does look like it's about to expire. He can move forward onto this gold mine though and be a little bit cheeky. We are seeing the Fenris Wolfbrutes moving in, going to be picking off all of Brickhead's units. Going to have to sacrifice this town center. This town center is also going down for HerroOP. So this is just like battle of who can have the most resources left over. We're seeing Mountain Giant picking off this this location here as well. That town center looks like it is going to fall down. There is no masons or architects on it, so it's going to die, which is huge, which means all these Fenris Wolfbrutes can keep on picking off everything here. But a bunch of those Fenris Wolfbrutes died, which is unfortunately microed actually, because there's so many dwarves here that could have been picked off. The town center stays alive as well, which is unfortunate, only at 50 HP. And we are seeing that this location still alive. We are having I Kill You Die trying to pick it off. We do have fire giants here and can start producing some of those ballast stuff and fire giants in order to keep pushing forward. But all of HerroOP has been picked off yet again, so no more villages for HerroOP. He has moved up to this location as well, which unfortunately this gold mine of Brickhead is about to expire. So when it expires, he's going to be wanting to move over to this location. So HerroOP's gold mining operation is going to be shut down in the next couple of minutes. That being said, we do have Fenris Wolfbrutes trying to look around, trying to find something over here, but there's probably nothing there. We did see another vortex get cast. I'm not sure where it went, potentially, but we went over to the Underworld Passage, which is unfortunate for Domantas there, because Underworld Passage is only a 1 use, whereas Vortex you can use 3 times, so this Underworld Passage was held on to a little bit too long. We do see that Bellerophon is doing a lot of work, but this location is going to fall. We do see a Shockwave gets cast as well, because actually villagers can repair Underworlds super fast in this version of Age of Mythology. It's super dumb, because I'm not sure why they repair so quickly, but the repair rate on the Underworld is just wrong. We do see that everything else is going to pick off this location, and that little Underworld attack there's been shut down. But it did give Domantas, I Kill You Die, and HerroOP a little bit of opportunity there to recover. But HerroOP has nothing left. He's trying to build more Fenris Wolfbrutes, go for those raids again. But he doesn't have any town centers, so he can't build more villages, so he can't catch up. He can spend some of that gold on wood and then start rebuilding the town center, but it does look like not HerroOP, I Kill You Die is going to be claiming these town centers. This actually, it's like sometimes I play and people complain that you're taking their town centers. It does depend. If you've got better economy than your opponent, then sometimes it's better to just give that extra town center worth a pop to the person who has the crazy good economy, so that they can just use it better and have a better usage of that basically effective population to unit usage there. It's like if you've got full armory upgrades and really good economy versus someone with like medium upgrades, generally it's better to just give those population to that player, especially if they've got a little bit more skill than you. But that's what's happening here. We do have I Kill You Die's economy. It's a little bit, well, it's definitely stronger than HerroOP's. So we're kind of just saying, okay, HerroOP's kind of out of this game. We have to share the population around and see what we can do there. If we jump over to I Kill You Die, unfortunately, he's only sitting at 110 population. He has a fair few resources in the bank, but his army composition just isn't good. He just needs to build a couple of those hill forts and build Huskal, which I don't know why he's not. There's so many Arcus here. Huskal is so strong, but Loki players are steadfast in their ways. We are seeing, oh, here we go, huge Fenris Wolfbrood raid here onto these dwarves at the back of the base here. All of these dwarves gonna get picked off, and there's nothing you can do. We do see a couple of Hersa coming in over here, but so long as he micros the Fenris Wolfbrood that's getting attacked away and just keep having these Fenris Wolfbroods basically attack the dwarves, all of those dwarves should fall. And we have even more moving in here. Oh, nice Mountain Giant Swarm. That one's not going to help. We do see the Fenris Wolf do retreat here. Town Center has fallen though. We do see the Heliopoli of Domantas are coming in hot here. Zeus is so strong in the late game. If you can start getting those Myrmidon going, Myrmidon, man, those things are powerful. Myrmidon will completely shred through anything that Oranos can do. And this is something that you don't see as much in Titans because Myrmidon costs 3 population on the Titans. In Nilam, they cost 2 population. So you can just build more of them, which means that Oranos already has a kind of crappy late game. But when you add on top that Zeus's late game is buffed in Nilla, it's just even more devastating. So if Fox can't really do anything here and stop this game from getting out of hand, it looks like potentially UCA could make a huge comeback, huge sweeping comeback with the late game of the Zeus player Domantas here. And especially because he keeps getting dragged around places by I Kill You Die and HerroOP. We're seeing these Fenris Wolfbroods are doing a little bit, and we are seeing some more of Shelty's Hursa coming in here. I love this. Get some of these back buildings going up. Get some longhouses here. Get some stuff happening in the back of the base here. Shelty needs to pick off these villages as well. Keep the pressure going. That, like, everything is still good though, and it looks like Brickhead's finally stabilized, and he's going to be sitting in a huge position here. He's sitting at 152 population of 100 population, and he is spamming. He should be spamming villagers non-stop here. This is one thing that people, like even the experts forget this. When you get late in the game, you still got to build villages. If you lost villages, you still got to build them. Just because you hit full population in villages once doesn't mean you stay there for the rest of the game. Got to keep building those villages from all your town centers. Make sure you have that insane economy, especially when you have 200 population. Want to fill that one with, want to fill at least 100 supply worth of that population with economy in caravans, gatherers, dwarves, you name it, you need it, do it. Unfortunately, Brickhead not doing that one so smoothly there. We are seeing that I Kill You Die is going to be losing this town center to Brickhead as well, which is unfortunate there. But it looks like Domantas is coming into this location. Definitely want to give this town center over to Domantas. He's huge. Give him that effective population boost of 20 and basically get those Myrmidon out. I'm still surprised. I don't think I see that many fortresses, and he's not building them out of the fortress either, which is really sad because Domantas is actually, he's only building Heliopoli out of this. And while Heliopoli are super strong units because they've got like 650 HP with 95% pierce, they just don't really cut it against the army, especially when you have fanatics and things like that. So we'll see what happens there. But it looks like Brickhead is going to be trying to grab this down. He's going to be sitting at 6 town centers. So Brickhead's going to be really strong here. And he's going to have so much population to play with, which is going to be difficult for Domantas to deal with as well. And Fox is kind of coming back into this game as well. He's got so many of these Hecka Gigantes. These things are brutal. 25 favor for these bad boys, 850 HP, 30 hack damage, or crush damage. They're even good against buildings as well. However, Bellerophon coming in hot here, 27 hack damage, and then the special attack of that Bellerophon does even more. What is it? Deals 100 attack plus 600%, so he does 600 damage to a myth unit, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then there we go, those attacks just destroying the Hecka Gigantes there. He's going to have to get out of there, but that's totally fine. We are seeing some of these Shelty Dwarves moving forward for some, because he got hit by the Fenris Wolfbroods. And then we do see that the Dwarves do move over to this location, have spotted it, finally, but all the gold mines have expired, so we have to start moving into these precarious gold mines in the middle of the map. Here, definitely want to start putting some protection over onto those, and we are seeing Brickhead now making his way over to I Kill You Die in this location. We do see that portable rams are bashing away at this town center, but villagers moving in, going to be trying to pick off some of these portable rams. They do die really quickly. They aren't very strong units. They do quite a bit of damage, but they're really quite weak. They do die very fast, and we are seeing Brickhead moving in with his raiders. They're going to be able to pick off a bunch of these villages. Those villages are going to go back into the town center though, and Fox is still just trying to kind of trying to just hold on to this area. I feel like that's totally fine. Hold on to this area, force the fight here, deal with what's going on over here, but it looks like I Kill You Die doing nice side builds here, sending Mountain Giants in. Mountain Giants can really deal a lot of damage here. Get some of those portable battering rams in as well, because you can actually get the... did you go don't think Hell has that. I was going to say you can have that Balder upgrade, but he didn't go through Balder. We do have Brickhead could go through that Balder upgrade and get those super strong portable rams, but Town Center does get picked off, and this one's going to go to Brickhead as well. Definitely grab that Town Center. There we go. It's going up, and that's going to be huge. Even more population for Brickhead. He is so big at this point, and still nothing in the. It just doesn't look like there's anything that UCA can really do at this point. Like, Domantas hasn't been touched, but he's just not doing the... he just hasn't managed to have the success he needs in order to take down Town Centers. We do see it 900 gold sent to Brickhead there, which I'm not sure he needed, but Fox is probably... yeah, Fox has got so much gold in the bank. But he's sitting at only 140 population, which is a little bit odd. But HerroOP is sitting at 36 population. That's brutal. We do see a bunch of these Ulfsark are out now for I Kill You Die. He's kind of panicking a little bit here with Ulfsark. Ulfsark, you generally build these when you are struggling to produce because you don't have enough military buildings to produce them. But he's going to be using those guys to try and defend. But with Brickhead's Fire Giants, those Ulfsark should die incredibly quickly. He also hasn't got the Mithril plate body or anything there to be doubly effective with not doubly effective, just like an extra 10% hack armor. But he does manage to defend there, which is nice for him. We are seeing the Fenris Wolf Brute. It's going to be picking off a couple more of those citizens here. Still doing a lot of damage to Fox's economy, but Fox's, I'm not sure it's really that much point considering how much economy he has. And it looks like he's kind of taking his foot off the gas a little bit. He's maybe forgot to turn things onto auto queue or something. Sometimes you have those lapses late in the game, and it's totally understandable. Happens to everyone. But Fox needs to get back in here and do what he can do here. But we are seeing Shelty still doing a lot of damage over here. But really the story is, can Brickhead continue this push into I Kill You Die? We do see UCA Domantas has sent a lot of resources over to HerroOP. So I'm not sure what he's going to be doing with that. Does he have any units anywhere is the question. He doesn't really have anything anywhere to really do with that. He's getting some barracks up here, so he can start producing some of these throwing axemen. He still has access to 100 population. Now, the thing is, if I'm Domantas, I'm just feeding. What I do is I just continue my economy and just feed my partner, and I try and keep him alive even though he's got no economy just with my resources. If he can get 100 population going with those 10 houses, then he could be really effective without a town center, sorry. But unfortunately, that's not what's going on here. And we do see that we look like Fox is under a lot of pressure here, but Shelty defending quite nicely here. Ooh, we're seeing a little watchtower here. This is a little bit cute. If you get these watchtowers going into this location here, you can really shut down the trade route. But it looks like that's not what's going on. He's going to have to retreat a little bit and then regroup here with the army. Try and get the towers onto the trade route and then shut down the gold income. That would be really, really big. But we are seeing I Kill You... Ooh, looks like I Kill You Die is going to be able to get that town center back. So it's been a nice defense here from I Kill You Die. Only being on one town center as well. So he's doing amazing work here to just stay alive, considering Brickhead's got 6 town centers. Potentially this comes down to Fox not really helping all that much. I'm not sure where his military is, which is the confusing thing. He could just build Myrmillo or something like that and just send them forward and be really, really effective. We're seeing watchtowers going up now for HerroOP. They're going to be moving in. And this is, you see some Ulfsark getting changed here, but they're all going to die really, really quickly, especially with watchtowers here. And we see Micro from HerroOP. Definitely want to be keeping those guys alive as much as possible. We're seeing these guys run back and forth, but they're all going to get picked off here. Throwing Axemen way too strong. We are seeing the Sky Passage of Fox is going to be way too much here. They're going to be able to defend against this, and we are seeing those Myrmillo going to come in, pick off all of this location here, potentially all of HerroOP's units. He's only got Copper Mail, which is definitely not going to help at all in this fight. And we're seeing Fire Siphons move in, doing so much damage. And here we go, Champion throwing Axemen moving in. These guys are so strong. Still not fully upgraded Brickhead units there, but I assume he's going to be working towards that. Oh, we've still got so much population to be gained there. I feel like Fox could probably have used some of that or something. Still not building those villages. He's still like, I don't know why. Just get some more villages, bro. If you've got 6 town centers, you just have to hit villager button on all your town centers twice, and that's 12 villages, and that's probably enough. But Not doing it just yet. We're seeing some of these Silver Colossus moving in as well. And we're seeing the Town Center has been grabbed. Everything's happening here. We're seeing Fire Siphon trying to pick this off. Villagers trying to kill off the Fire Siphon. But Fire Siphon does stay alive quite a bit longer in Nilla because you don't have the bonus of villager damage against siege towers. Against siege weapons. We are seeing guard towers moving in as well. So this is still going to do a little bit of damage. It's not going to be enough to pick it off. The Fire Siphon is going to be killed, but is it going to be enough? We're seeing so many units from Brickhead moving in at this point, and we're also seeing this gold mine about to expire as well, and anything over here has been defended against. We're seeing watchtowers going up, guard towers, excuse me, in order to defend this location from any sort of pushes through it as well. So that's going to be completely huge. Always defending against trade routes and closing this game out. It looks like this town center about to fall. Brickhead maybe going up to 7 town centers, which is going to be like game ending. And unfortunately, even though Domantas really is coming into his element in this late game with those Silver Colossi and Champion Hoplites, Heliopolite as well moving in, this is not going to be enough. Even if he does manage to pick off this location, there's just too much stuff falling for his Norse allies. Town center needs to be grabbed here at some point. Brickhead, come on, you can do it. Pick off the fortress, and everything here is going Millhouse. If that is a reference, you know, that's great. And we're seeing all these villagers moving over onto this tree here at this point. That's pretty funny. It looks like they're just looking for some gold. There is no gold left on the map. There is a couple of gold mines, but I Kill You Die does tap out. Domantas tapping out and HerroOP tapping out. That is the victory for DoD, currently 2-1 in this best of 5 series between UCA and DoD for the right to play in the finals of the RTSL hybrid mod tournament sponsored by Airworld Destroyer. Really, really good play there by DoD. I loved it. I feel like UCA played fairly decently. Domantas not doing quite enough. I felt like he needed to get some more fortresses out, get some of those Myrmidon, do some of those base raids with the Myrmidon. That's always great to see. And potentially, what's his name? HerroOP could have cast his Fimbulwinter straight away instead of being greedy and trying to go flaming weapons. Fimbulwinter casts it straight away. At least you do the damage to the economy and slow down any sort of Ragnarok, especially because you know he's in Balder already, so he can cast it at any time. You know what's going to happen, so just use it as soon as you advance. That's my advice. And probably would have made a little bit of a difference there, and potentially you would have been able to defend a little bit easier. Even if not easier defense, you would have been a less powerful attack. You also would have had flaming weapons for yourself to defend against it. You probably would have used Frost, but then the Frost wouldn't have been used elsewhere, which would have been great as well. So sometimes the thinking where you want to get as much out of your own god power should be more so as much as I want to prevent my opponent from doing as much as he can with his god powers. Sometimes that's the way to play, especially when your opponents are popping, or when your partners are popping off a little bit. Anyways, my name is Boit. If you enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see my videos as soon as possible. And I will see you guys next time.